Waka Flocka said he got jumped by 10 dudes. And he was like,
yeah, he put up a picture with these bruises. I don't know if it's makeup. What is it, makeup or whatever?
Yeah, makeup, and trying to say he got jumped. He just proved that, like, all he proved is this is all that happened. And then he came back and said, I ain't get jumped. I was just saying that you just saw how much people hate you. That's all you did. Because the comments was just like, because after the whole kicking people out of Trump concerts because they didn't vote for Trump and all of that foolishness, that's another thing too. Like, I don't care who people vote for. I don't care if you want to vote for Donald Trump. I don't care if you want to vote for a stock. I don't care if you want to vote for a shoe. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. But kicking people out of concerts because of who they vote for. If you vote for Biden, I'm about to kick you out of concert. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that nonsense. I feel like people do stuff like that because they want to be seen and they try to be relevant. And they go on Love and Hip Hop, and Love and Hip Hop ain't hip hopping no more. So they like, so this Deb, like, you pretty much making this Deb look bad. And just, I know she probably was annoyed when she saw that, because she's still his mother. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, yeah, all that was just unnecessary nonsense, garbage, foolishness.
Yeah, I felt like that was corny. I mean, we already starting the year, like, you starting the year off on corniness. We already had, like, major incidents happen, and then you put this out there.
Yeah,
you know,
major incidents of violence.
Yeah,
and then you put, and then we got a black man putting this out there.
And then come back like, oh, he was just playing. And I'm gonna throw Woah Vicky in there too, because she put on her Twitter or something like that. She was because she's in Nigeria, and said she was kidnapped. And they want $1 million for her. And then she came back and said she was just playing. She was just doing this to show people. She was just doing this to show people that Nigeria is a safe country. All this, for her to be, especially for her to be a white woman in Nigeria, it's just like this attention seeking is at an all-time high, which is making people act super corny, man. Especially Waka Flocka, like my age. It's like, dude, it's like, grow up, like.
That fame is addictive.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
This one said fame is like a good mistress. You know, she's good to you in the secrets, but you can't bring her out to the light. You know? They get addicted to that popularity, that notoriety, and they don't know how to let it go. Like Waka Flocka could just let that go. He making money, he got investments, LLCs, all this stuff. I don't know why he still needs to feel relevant in that sort of way. Like, I need some attention.
Yeah.
But I guess once you get popular, that's how it is.
But it's just like, what possessed you in your mind, like, hey, I'm gonna put this makeup on and tell everybody I got jumped by 10 dudes?
Because he know that, because he wanted, it, probably in his heart, he wanted to know, do people really hate me that much? that they go say, good, you should have got jumped. And if people do hate me that much, I'm gonna show them I didn't get jumped. You know what I'm saying? Because people really hate Waka Flocka.
And he wanted to go viral. Like, I want people to share and like and view, and I want to feel like people are noticing me.
Yeah, and that's something like a 20-year-old would do. And like if Lil, what's his name? The dude that had the big shoulder thing that was that did the video with Kanye. They had the big
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump. If Lil Pump did that, I'd have been like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because Lil Pump in his 20s, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't
know. Oh no, I think he in his 30s too. So he's too old to be doing that. Well, if Trippie Redd did it, how old is Trippie Redd?
I don't know.
Yeah, if like somebody like that, like a child, like
Kai Cenat or something like that.
Kai Cenat did.
I don't even think he was.
I don't think Kai Cenat would have did that. Like, I really don't think Kai Cenat would have did that.
Yeah,
like, I really don't think.
I mean, but somebody his age, you know.
Yeah, if somebody his age did that, I'd be like, okay, but you know, like a big 40-year-old man sitting up there doing that, that's just like, that's 47-year-old. What is 49?
I don't know, man.
53-year-old man sitting up there doing that. You know
it's just like when people come out. I mean, if it was like in February and it was a slow news day, wasn't nothing going on, it still would be corny, but I can understand. But it's like, man, we got all this major
people get killed. People lose their life.
Yeah, we got all this major stuff going on, and it's just like, man, it's just being insensitive and not thinking. Cornball status.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about this dude anymore because I really don't like him. But this was a good show, man.
Yeah,
we really appreciate you coming out, man. Yeah. We had a great time. You know what I'm saying? anything else you want to get off your chest? Anything else you want to say?
I'm just glad y'all started the year with me. So man.
It's an excellent show, man.
This might be just things to come, good things to come.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna work together again. You know, you're one of my favorite people in the city. You already know that. I'm saying, I didn't like you when I first met you.
I believe it.
No, I really didn't.
And man,
you want to know why? Because you were so quiet.
Yes.
And I thought I was like, oh, he thinks he's better than me. And everybody was talking to me.
You'd be surprised how many people think that too.
Yeah. And it was like, and I was like, what's up? You know, and we was at the audition. You know, everybody was talking to me, and then you were so quiet. I'm like, oh.
See, but I understood. That's
but
why
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
Yeah, and you wasn't there. This is talking about the Cap.
Yeah, the Cap. Yeah, I remember the Cap.
When I first met him, I was like, yes. He like this dude, because me, I'm an introvert.
But I got to know him over time.
Yeah,
I got to know him over time. It was like, oh, he is like, he does.
See, sometimes, so when you're an introvert, your self-confidence can come off as arrogance.
Yeah.
Like, so when you know yourself and you love yourself and you can be in a room and it's like, okay, you guys are famous, you guys are known, but it doesn't devalue who I am. Yeah. It can come off as like, oh, why he ain't coming dapping my hand up? Yeah. Ain't I the biggest dude in the city? What's up with him? No, I'm just confident in who I am.
I didn't feel like that.
No, I wasn't saying, I'm just making it. No, because I get this a lot. Like, you know, like when you go to premieres and, you know, people will think like, oh, you just should be running and shaking my hand. It's just like, no, we're both human. Like, I respect what you do, but I'm nobody's you know, lackey or, you know, fan, you know, like.
And plus, like I'm the same way. And people probably feel the same way about me, but I do it because, like, when you out and you see those type of people, like, especially when I'm out, like, with him or, like, other people, I see, like, how other people just be acting, and it's just like, I'm sorry to say, a lot of people act like groupies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it's just like, I know that it's something that I know that gets on people's nerves. You know, like people, it's like you can't even be yourself or have peace because you have people coming up being groupies or asking you for something. Yeah. You know, so.
It is weird.
I was gonna throw some other names, but I ain't want.
I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah.
I was thinking like,
I had to catch myself. I was like,
no, keep probably listening. Like, yeah, you too, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, people be all yo. I be trying to have a conversation like.
I had some women come up to me, they're like, oh, we thought you was arrogant, but you really cool, you really nice. I'm like, yeah, I'm just quiet. I just keep to myself. You know, I speak when spoken to, you know, and I probably won't go out my way if I don't know you because you know, when you're an introvert, you're busy like I'm surveying my surroundings. I'm like, okay, I'm getting to know this person without even speaking to him. Yeah. I already know who he is and who she is, and I'm just getting a better understanding of who you are from a distance.
Anyway, I'm not introverted because I like to make sure I know the room.
You verted,
but you know what? Extroverts like introverts because they get to talk and they get to express, and introverts just sit there and listen the whole time.
And introverts normally, this has been my experience with introverts opposed to extroverts. Introverted people want less from you. Introverted people they don't want to like take your whole freaking energy and destroy it. I find like a lot of extroverts want to take, or people that want to be extroverted too. Because there are people that are like introverted, but you're just socially awkward. So they want to be more extroverted because they always talk. They always try to be like that highlight when they're around you, and everybody looks at them like weird. Like, oh boy, dude we were talking about earlier in the show. I never said his name.
Okay.
He's like that. He's like that. He's an introvert kind of to a certain degree. But it's because you're not him. You're not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't be. You gotta be true to yourself.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's funny. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, but he's just not. You just not that. He just doesn't have that personality that makes me like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Want to get to know. He's not that character. You know what I'm saying? But he wants to be that character. But you're not. You'll never be.
That's why y'all show works because Eric can see the things that maybe you can't see, and you can see the things.
Everybody tells him that, man.
Yeah, like
you could promote, you can network, you good at getting people, and he'd be saying things.
Did you see that picture that I posted on Instagram where I was like Eric networking at the event, and he was on the couch sitting while everybody was around.
But I knew everybody. I knew who was in there.
He wasn't talking to nobody.
But I knew what was going on at all.
Whoever he spoke with, it was the right people too.
Yeah.
He was talking to his seat. He was just sitting there.
Hey, I knew what was going on there all the time. I knew who came in, who left.
And then Daisy like, leave Eric alone. I'm like,
You know, that reminds me too, like Christmas. Like I was a much more introvert back then when I was younger. But you know, when Christmas, grandmother was cooking, everybody came to the house. And I wasn't really socialized with the family, but just hearing them and being around them, you just felt like a part of it, even though you weren't like in the conversations.
But you know what? If we go somewhere and like in like a try to like promote and go do our show, and like we had a certain place though, and we'll leave and I'll be talking to Eric and he would know everything that happened, and I'll be like, when that happened? He's like, you ain't seen that? He's like, cause you know he be thinking too busy running your mouth. Yes. You done missed everything. Too busy running your mouth. And I realized like if I was being more of an introvert and just sitting back, but you know what? I came to realize you cannot allow people to tell you to not be yourself because it's not comfortable.
It's not
just like I could never tell him like be more extroverted because I used to do that. Be telling him like when we go do events and stuff, we go do stuff, man. You need to be more extroverted. And I started realizing like that ain't this dude. Like that ain't him. So if I am enough to do that part, let me do that part. You know what I'm saying he's just basic. So. Crazy. Just leave him being.
Hey, I'm basic, man.
Leave basic to being basic. So.
But see, he's gonna attract the inverted crowd. It's gonna be like, oh, well, this is your show. It's gonna be like a small conversation.
So all three of them was gonna start.
But when everybody meet me, everybody like me though.
They do, and I think the reason why people like you more when people meet, they probably like you more than they like me. I would say they love me more. You know what I'm saying, but they like him more, and that's why I think they like him more because he doesn't have this huge personality, this huge character where you feel like you have to judge. He's basic, so you just like he's safe. I'm gonna like him more. Okay, Terrence is too much. I don't know how to take this guy.
I agree.
So it's kind of like people like him more because they're like, oh, he has a very docile character.
This wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna move on. All right, go ahead.
We appreciate
you. Thanks for watching another episode of Thought Out. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
You call me basic.
He called you basic like 6 times. Like, just basic, you know?